This video demonstrates how to collect and deliver water samples to be tested by the New Hampshire Public Health Laboratory's Water Analysis Lab. You can order sample containers anytime from the Water Analysis Lab by searching online for New Hampshire Homeowner Container Request and click on the One Stop Homeowner Container Request link. The Standard Analysis plus Radon test package is recommended for all well water. You can also stop by the Water Analysis Lab to pick up sample containers Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Once you have your sample containers, carefully read the instructions for the test or tests you select. If you have chosen the Standard Analysis plus Radon package, you will receive 4 labeled plastic bottles and 1 glass vial. These containers are labeled as follows: First draw for lead copper, sterile bacteria bottle, fluoride chloride nitrate nitrite, non-sterile container, and radon vial. Note that if you have recently disinfected your well, you must be sure that all chlorine residual is gone. When you're ready to collect your water, select a clean indoor faucet that you use for drinking water, such as your kitchen sink. For lead and copper testing, refrain from using the water for at least 6 hours before testing and preferably overnight. Avoid leaky faucets that allow water to seep around the valve. Find the bottle labeled First Draw for lead copper. First thing in the morning, or after at least 6 hours of no water use, turn on the faucet and immediately fill the container to the top. Turn off the faucet and cap the container. Note the time so you can later put this information on the container label. When opening each container, be sure to hold the bottle cap in your hand to avoid contaminating the cap. Next, remove the aerator from the end of the faucet if it has one. The aerator is a small mesh screen. You can often unscrew the end of the faucet to remove the aerator, but if it is tight, you may need to use pliers. Make sure to use a soft cloth between the faucet and the pliers to avoid making scratches. You will need to make a diluted bleach solution with 1 capful of bleach added to 1 cup of water. Now, wipe the faucet rim and threads with a tissue moistened with the diluted bleach, then let the faucet run fully open for 1 minute to clear the pipes. Next, reduce the water flow to a gentle stream and fill the plastic containers labeled Sterile Bacteria Bottle, Fluoride Chloride Nitrate Nitrite, and Non-Sterile. Note that for the Sterile Bacteria Bottle, be sure to fill it above the line on the bottle. Cap each container as soon as you filled it. Finally, take the glass vial labeled Radon Vial and slowly fill it to the very top, creating a crown of water at the vial rim. Place and tighten the cap on the vial and turn it upside down. Watch for any air bubbles rising to the top. If you see an air bubble or extra space at the top, add more water and check again to make sure there isn't an air bubble. For the laboratory to test for radon, there must not be any air in the vial. Now that you've collected your water samples, fill out the water test submittal form and include the date and time that the water samples were collected. Be sure to fill in the labels on the sample containers as well. Place the water samples in a refrigerator or on ice in a cooler without letting them freeze. Depending on the test, samples must be tested within 30 to 48 hours after they have been collected. Deliver the samples in person or by mail to the Water Analysis Lab as soon as possible. If hand-delivered, the samples should be kept on ice in a cooler and brought to the lab at 29 Hazen Drive in Concord, New Hampshire, Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. On Fridays, samples for bacteria testing must be delivered by 12 p.m. Also, bacteria samples will not be accepted the day before a holiday. Samples can also be mailed to the lab via USPS Overnight Express Delivery, which guarantees next day morning delivery. Pack the sample containers in a box with an ice pack and packing material to protect the samples. Before sealing the box, place the water test submittal form in a separate sealed plastic bag along with your check that will pay for the testing and put it in the box. On the outside of the package, write Water Sample. Send the package to the Public Health Laboratory's Water Analysis Lab, 29 Hazen Drive, Concord, New Hampshire, 03301. Confirm with the delivery provider that they will deliver the package by the next day to this address. You should receive your water test results in about 3 weeks after the samples were received at the lab. Thank you for choosing the New Hampshire Public Health Laboratory's Water Analysis Lab to test your water.